when the game is on the line, crunch time, Eli is if Peyton had Eli's ability, Peyton would be the greatest ever, no doubt. And you know what? You mentioned Aaron Rodgers, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy Aaron Rodgers took over for, Brett Favre, when he was in a big game in the playoffs, NFC Championship, 2008, it would have been 2007, 2008 season, when they beat that undefeated Patriots. What happened? He lost to the man. He lost to Eli. He lost to our guy. Yeah. What happened in 2011, that season when they won the second one? What happened when he faced Aaron Rodgers?
Well, listen, hold on. Go ahead.
Hold on. When you don't have an offensive line for any quarterback, they're not going to be good. I don't care if it's Steve Young. I don't care if it's Rodgers. I don't care. Prescott. I don't care who you're talking about that can get out there. Michael Vick. These guys are going untouched to Eli. What do you want him to do? He has to drop. Yeah. But when they give him time, like in the Texans game, when they give him time, like in the Carolina game, when they give him time like they did for a few possessions on Monday night against the Falcons, when he hit Shepard down there for 50 yards and he made a long pass to Beckham, what happened? He gets the throw. He's not showing me that he can't make these throws. He's showing me that, A, you need a running game, which they didn't have for a few years after Bradshaw, because the guy David Wilson, he had the spinal stenosis, and that was it. And they're juggling all these running backs. They brought back Brandon Jacobs and old Jacobs. They didn't have any running game. And, what do you want him to do? You need an O-line and you need a running game.
Yeah.
The defense, of course, that's great. You can get to the other quarterback. But on the offensive side, the guy, we already know the guy's not mobile. But when he was winning championships, he wasn't mobile then, but he had protection. So he brought you to the promised land twice. And you know what? He's one of only 5 quarterbacks ever to have 2 Super Bowl MVPs. And the other 4 is Manning, Montana, Brady, Starr, Bradshaw.
I know, and this is where it kind of gets back into that whole messy conversation. Is Eli Manning a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Yes.
And that's something I gotta look at his career with a grain of salt, man. Because all right. So besides those 2 Super Bowls, what you
can't just except for the biggest games any player ever play, he was the best player in those 2 games. Let's throw that aside. No.
Okay.
I showed you the company that he's in.
Yeah, I get that, and I hear that, I just, they say numbers don't lie, but I think when you start doing bigger analysis of what those numbers really mean, it's just really, it gets really dicey for me, man. I just don't know if like Eli Manning, besides again the throw to Tyree, great play, will last in the time of history. Okay, but let's just think about it like this: outside of those Super Bowls, does he have any other memorable plays? Any other moments where you say, you know what, Eli really took that game over and he really dominated and showed why he was a Hall of Fame player?
The 3 games leading up to the Super Bowl in both Super Bowls.
Okay, right. Okay.
He beat Green Bay on the road. He beat Dallas. Okay, he beat San Francisco.
Okay.
These were
So you're saying eight playoff games are what you're saying. You're basing your assessment of him being a Hall of Famer. That's what I'm hearing.
No. Then you didn't hear me, because I also told you he's top 10 in yards, he's top 10 in touchdowns, and he's how could I forget? Earl, you about to get me tight in here? Okay,
games played.
Rowdy,
is that what you're gonna tell me?
Okay, how did I forget that he is the most durable quarterback in the history of the sport? And you know what? That number would have kept going if it wasn't for McAdoo, who was trying to save his job and say, you know what? We've been losing these games because of Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Let's put in Geno Vick, and we're gonna start winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof, that whole.
All right. You know I'm bringing a lot to the table right now.
I know.
And
Go ahead.
And also, no, go ahead. I already put on the table. And then on top of that, the fourth quarters. He's one of the most excellent fourth quarter quarterbacks, man. And I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I'm telling you, I've seen him. He's in the top 2 or 3 for fourth quarter, either touchdowns, comebacks, or both. And, don't quote me on it, but you could quote me on the other 4 things that I brought up, which was the Super Bowl MVPs, yards, touchdowns, and the durability, which we both already know. Right. The guy's more durable than Brett Favre and has won 2 more. Okay, the guy's more durable than Brett Favre. He's a better clutch quarterback than Brett Favre because Favre would throw an into in the clutch, okay, like he did against the Giants anyway.
Right.
Okay, and he's got 1 more Super Bowl MVP than Favre. Okay, and are we saying that Brett Favre's not a Hall of Famer? We don't even think about it.